Welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. My name is David Gafford, and I'm so excited to share with you our Father's Day gift guide. You may notice it looks a little different around me. That's because we're shooting our first video in our brand new outdoor kitchen. Now, this is just going to be a glimpse. You get to see this angle of the outdoor kitchen, but that's it until we have the full video that comes out here in just a little bit. We're still waiting on one cooking appliance to come in. When that comes in later this week, actually tomorrow, we're going to be able to take video of the whole entire thing and show it all to you. Can't wait to show you that. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see that video when it comes out. Now, today we're going to go ahead and go through our Father's Day gift guide. Now, these are all of the things that I, as a dad, would love to have. So we went through, found a bunch of things that I love to be able to share them with you so you can delight that father in your life on Father's Day. So let's start with some of the gifts that would be under $25. Now, one of the things that's always been a winner for me is cookbooks. I love cookbooks that are all about outdoor cooking and grilling and pizza making. So I want to share with you some of my favorites. Now, one of the first is called Perfect Pan Pizza. Now, Perfect Pan Pizza has one of my favorite recipes in it. It's the Detroit style pizza. And if you've never had a Detroit style, it's more like a pan, like Chicago style, and you can make it right on the grill. This one is a winner if you like pizza. Next, we have Cool Smoke, the art of great barbecue. This is by Tuffy Stone. If you've never followed Tuffy, he's on the competition circuit. He owns a restaurant. He has all types of things that he does in the barbecue world. And this guy's a grand champion many, many times over. I want to encourage you to get this book because it talks about not just the science of barbecue, but it talks about the art of barbecue as well. This one is a fantastic book for that dad in your life. Also, we have the Elements of Pizza. This is another one that if you have a pizza oven, like an Uni or maybe even like an Alpha or some of the others that are out there, this is a fantastic book to help you make the right kind of pizza for your oven that you have. It even teaches you some ideas around grilling and using the oven inside. Great cookbook about pizza. And last but not least, I go with Stephen Reichlin's book, Barbecue Sauces, Rubs, and Marinades. Every guy that's out there cooking on the grill or the smoker, we need to have our own rubs and our sauces, marinades down, and this book is packed full of them. So this one's a surefire win for that father on Father's Day. Now, another great idea is the grill brush. Now, if your dad has a grill brush that still has bristles, steel bristles on the outside, consider getting him a bristleless model, something like this, or maybe even move to the wood paddle model, because this has no bristles, no chance of anything getting stuck in your food, and you can find both of these very economically. Now, we'll have links for every single one of these things in the description below, and if you click those links and make a purchase, it'll just support our channel a little bit and not cost you anything more. So, a couple more ideas. Grill cleaners, fantastic for dads. Now, one of the favorite tools that Melissa got me this past year is this giant oversized spatula. Now, I believe this is called the hog lifter, and this hog lifter is made for picking up whole pork butts on the grill. And so this thing has come in so handy, from everything from lifting briskets to pork butts to all different types of meats. And so something like this is not something you see every day, but it comes in super, super handy on the grill. Another thing we love to use in barbecue is what we call either pork or chicken racks. Now, they look something like this, and the whole idea behind these is if you're using something on the grill that has the potential to fall through the grates, or if it's even smaller things like pork belly burnt ends, or even those candy bacon chicken wraps, which you can find those recipes on our website. But something like this allows that meat to be on the grill and not fall through. And in addition, it allows you just to pick this whole thing up and move it around the grill or take it inside without having to pick up each individual thing. They come in a couple different sizes. This is a smaller size, and they also have a much larger size. And we use these things all the time when we're out here cooking on the grill. So this might be something that dad in your life doesn't have, but I got to tell you, these things are fantastic when you're out working with the grill. Now, one last idea for that under $25 range are these anti-cut gloves. Now, if you have a dad who likes working with knives and does a lot of cooking, I know me personally, I've cut myself a few times when I've been prepping food, and these anti-cut gloves have been fantastic. They are made with some kind of a material inside so that you can't really easily cut through them with a knife. So all it is you put the glove on, They are cut resistant, and then we cover these with a simple pair of nitrile gloves. We'll put links to both of those in the description below, but help your dad save a trip to the ER by getting him some anti-cut gloves. I gotta tell you, they've saved my hands quite a few times. Now this is a little bit more than that $25 range, but still under $50. That's something where you can get them a nice leather apron. When you start looking at leather aprons, they usually get a little bit more pricey than 25 bucks, but this leather apron is fantastic. And so let me put it on and show you what it looks like. So I'm really looking forward to using this leather apron when I'm out here at the grill or out at the fire pit, because I don't know if you're like me, but I have barbecue clothes that I wear, because how often do sparks fly, and how often do I find that barbecue sauces and other things end up on my clothes? So whenever I don't want to put on barbecue clothes just to go out and cook a meal, I love that I can throw on an apron and I'm still protecting my clothes and myself for that whole entire cook. I mean, and not to mention the fact that you have all these extra pockets here to be able to put your thermometers and all the other things that you use in barbecue. Now, in that $50 to $100 range, one of my absolute favorite products that you could get that dad in your life would be a set of grill grates. Now, grill grates are raised aluminum grates that you put on your existing grates of your grill that give you killer sear marks. If you look at these raised aluminum panels, they run hotter than the actual grill grates on your grill because this aluminum pushes that heat to the top. And I gotta tell you, we love these for putting amazing looking sear marks on our meat. Now, and one of the things you can get with each grill grate that you buy is a grill grate turner. This actually fits right through the grate to be able to lift up the meat that you're cooking. If you look, it goes right through. You can pick it up. Fantastic tool. And what we like also is the grate cleaning tool. This has it so you can actually stick it right between the grates and clean up. I recommend both of these if you're going to be looking at a set of grill grates, but this is one of my absolute favorite barbecue accessories. Now, one of our most recent additions to the kitchen is my favorite cast iron that I've been using lately, and this is a 17-inch cast iron pan. Now, if you have anybody who likes to cook outdoors or cook at the grill, a huge cast iron pan is worth its weight in gold, because this 17-inch cast iron pan still fits in most of the grills that I keep around here. It allows me to have a flat surface to cook on, and just the other day we made a giant batch of smoked queso in this to feed 17 people who were over, and it was a fantastic addition to our kitchen. So I highly recommend, if you have a dad who likes to cook, look at a giant cast iron pan. Now this one just has the two side handles. It doesn't have like a traditional handle like you'd see on a skillet. And I like that because this way I can fit it in the grill without having to worry about that really long handle coming out the side. And for the guys who like to cook and use cast iron, you've got to be able to set that cast iron down on something. And what we really like to set it down on are silicone trivets. Now, Thermoworks makes some really fantastic ones. And this one is a nice little round circle. I think it's, what, 7 inches? And this one's, I think, 9 by 12. And these trivets have come in super, super handy when we're working out in the outdoor kitchen or when we're working inside or at the grill. It just gives us a nice soft landing spot for pots and pans. And I don't worry about it marking up countertops or marking up the stainless on a grill. Now, still under $100, especially right now as they're clearancing these out, is something that no dad should be without, and that's the Thermopin. Now, this is called the Thermopin Mark IV, and these are on sale right now for $69 over at the Thermoworks website, and we'll put a link in the description below. If you click that link, it just helps out our channel as you make the purchase. And this has been something that I don't like to cook without. I have this wherever I'm cooking. I've gotten to the point where I almost want to take it to restaurants with me and tempt the steaks when we go to a restaurant, but Melissa won't let me, so I haven't done that yet. But you never know, I might sneak it out next time we go out. But this thing has been fantastic in helping me nail my temps when I'm out here cooking on the grill or even cooking inside. If your dad doesn't have a Thermopin, for 69 bucks right now is a dynamite time to pick one of these up for him. If you have a dad that likes to cook with charcoal and they don't yet have a loaf lighter, this is something that I tell you they are going to love this Father's Day. This is one of my absolute favorite ways to light charcoal, and it lights it so fast that we can cook with charcoal on a weeknight here at the Barbecue Lab. And I love that. I love having charcoal in the middle of the week without having to worry about my coals coming up for 20 or 30 minutes. This is a dynamite addition, and if your dad doesn't have one, I guarantee he's going to like this for Father's Day. Now, I want to start looking at a few things that are over $100, but not quite in the $200 range yet. And one of my favorite presents in that price range happens to be knives. I love having a great knife when I'm cooking in the kitchen, and I want to show you 3 of them today that I really am a huge fan of, that I know he would love for Father's Day. Now the first knife I want to show you is the Shun Premier 8-inch chef's knife. And this thing is a gorgeous piece of artwork. And so this is part of their new gray series, but look at that handle, look at the fit and finish and the polish on that handle. And this thing is gorgeous. I know dads would absolutely love this for Father's Day. All right, next up is the Dalstrong Omega Series Santoku knife. And this is one that I'm also a very, very big fan of as well. If you haven't seen our review of the Dalstrong Kiritsuke knife, you can see that on our channel, but it's the same Omega series as well. But this thing is just a gorgeous knife. And we were using this when we had 17 guests over for the last 4 or 5 days, and this knife was like a champ as we used it throughout that whole entire week. So I highly recommend the Dalstrong Omega Series Santoku knife. And one more knife before we move to a new category. This is the Dalstrong Shogun Series X Nakiri knife. Now, this knife is known for vegetables more than it is anything else, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous knife that I know any dad would love for prep. This is really a prep knife, and this thing excels at the prep game. So I got to tell you, if you're looking at someone who likes to prep, they're cooking a lot of vegetables, and they're making things that use a lot of chopping, this is a fantastic knife for you to consider for that dad who needs that thing to remember, like, man, what did they get me for Father's Day? Oh yeah, the thing I use almost every day prepping food. This is a great idea for a present. One more thing that's in that $100 to $200 range that I really want to point out is the Epicurean Big Block cutting board. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, and this thing is heavy. But what I really want to point out about this is all of the layers that it has on the side. Now with these layers, this is made out of a wood and fiber composite, and this thing is really soft on your knives, so you won't be sharpening your knives as much. And also this thing is built to last. So this cutting board comes in right around the $150 range, but this is a cutting board that is going to last, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely love it. So if you have a dad who does a lot of cutting, if they already have the knives, think about this cutting board. It's a nice high-end cutting board for that dad who likes to do a lot of prep work. Now in the above $200 range, one of the things I want to point out is you've got to have a dynamite meat thermometer that's going to not only be that instant read like the ThermoWorks that we talked about earlier, but one of my current favorites is this one, and this is called the Fireboard 2. Now the Fireboard 2 has multiple options of what it can do, but it can take up to 6 probes into the side of the fireboard, which means you can temp up to 6 pieces of meat at a time. You can temp the air temperature of the grill. They even have competition probes. If you look at how thin that probe is, competition probes, so you're not going to put giant holes in meat. The Fireboard 2 is a winner when it comes to knowing your temps on the grill for those long, low, and slow cooks. And so this is something, if they don't have one of these, I guarantee they're going to love this for Father's Day. Now, if the father in your life has been extra good this year and you really want to spoil them for Father's Day, I want to point out 3 of the cooking devices and appliances that we use here at the Barbecue Lab that we absolutely love and we use all the time. Now, the first thing I want to point out is the Unikota 16. The Unikota 16 is a pizza oven that gets up to 932 degrees Fahrenheit in under 20 minutes. So you're cooking up to 16-inch pizzas in this oven, and they come out amazing. The bottom of the crust is done. The crust actually bubbles up on the outside. It's really impressive what you can do with this pizza oven. And it comes in right around that $500 mark. So if you know someone who wants to get into pizza, has been doing it on the grill, wants to go to the next level, the Unikota 16 is one that we absolutely love. Now, Uni has quite a few different ovens and different sizes, and you can go ahead and check those out by clicking the link in the description below, and there's all kinds of options there, but an outdoor pizza oven is a killer way to surprise that dad on Father's Day. Now, another thing that we just reviewed recently is the Solo Stove. Now, we have the Solo Stove Yukon. It's a fire pit that's all stainless steel that you can use on your patio, on your deck, in the backyard. And I'm going to say we're seriously impressed with its ability to eliminate smoke when you're having a campfire. I've sat around so many campfires where the smoke just chased me around and I had to go in and take a shower afterwards. But these, there's no smoke, and you can have roaring campfires outside without having to worry about that. And so that is something that I would really love to receive for Father's Day, because I actually got it for Christmas this past year. If I hadn't gotten it for Christmas, I would love it for Father's Day. Now, Solo Stove has multiple sizes. There's the Yukon is the largest, then there's the Bonfire, which is a step down, then there's the Ranger, a step down from that, and you can check those using the link below. They're fantastic fire pits, and I know there's all kinds of dads who would love to receive that on Father's Day. Now, we saved the ultimate Father's Day gift, in my opinion, for the last thing, and that is the Traeger Ironwood 885 pellet grill. Now, this is one that we absolutely love to use, and it is a smart pellet grill, to the point that it has recipes built into the controller where you just tell it, I want to do 3-2-1 ribs, and it will walk you through the entire cook. It also has an app that syncs right to your phone, and you can control the grill from your phone. If you're doing a cook and you need to run to the grocery store, you don't have to worry about it. You just look at your phone, it tells you what temperature the grill is, tells you what temperature your meat is, and you can control it and change things from your phone while you're on the go. I think this is the ultimate Father's Day gift, and I know that if I ever received a Traeger on Father's Day, I wouldn't forget that one. That'd be one for the memory books for sure. So, all of the things that we talked about today, these are things that I know I would love to receive for Father's Day, and I think that father in your life would probably agree the exact same if they're into outdoor cooking and outdoor living. Now, these are our ideas, and if you think we forgot something on the list, leave a comment down below and let us know what we left off, and maybe we'll put it into next year's video. Now, as always, we'll have links to every single one of these items in the description below, and if you make a purchase using those links, it just helps support our channel. Now, we are a self-funded channel. We don't have any gigantic sponsors sending us piles of money to be able to make these videos happen. It's just your purchases through the affiliate links that help us be able to make a little bit of money on the side to keep these videos coming. So if you make a purchase through those links, I want to say thanks so much. Thanks for supporting us. And I can't wait to see you in the next videos that are coming up, because I can't wait to show you more of this outdoor kitchen that we've built out here. So I'm David from the BBQ Lab. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next, because it's going to be fantastic. We'll see you soon. Now, and one of the things you can get with each grill grate that you buy is a grill grate turner. This actually fits right through the grate to be able to lift up the meat that you're cooking. If you look, it goes right through. You can pick it up. Fantastic tool. And what we like also is the grate cleaning tool. This has it so you can actually stick it right between the grates and clean up. I recommend both of these if you're going to be looking at a set of grill grates. But this is one of my absolute favorite barbecue accessories. You know.